Moment of silence. Yo, fucked up. TRP forever. Flow light years beyond y'all, you're not scary. I deserve a statue in front of South Ferry. You niggas dead serious, I'm dead serious. How I feel to be second fiddle, I'm just curious. I know why you don't want me on them group songs, cause I turned a group song into a fluke song. I'm too strong, I get it, y'all niggas spooked. If I wasn't fluke, I wouldn't do a feature with Fluke, dog. Nate hyped me, now I'm about to catch a body. If you ain't Tyrone Briggs, nigga, then tread lightly. Try to chill, I really want y'all to just like me, cause y'all stopping the king, homie, it ain't likely. Not fair how I'm punking these rappers scared niggas local, I'm in the air. How these silly niggas compare when they rapping what they ain't living. I'm literal, be literally, lyrically. Y'all niggas so little to me, lil' me's. Niggas cornballs, base guard, lil' bees. You never make it out the hood trying to belittle me. Please, competition is a rap here. We the reason why half of these niggas rap here. Shout out to my...
Good morning, first and foremost. Good morning, good morning. Shout out to my people in the building. You already know the vibery. Stock was good, Playboy was good. I'm having trouble sharing this morning because I'm actually going live from my phone instead of my normal setup. You know what I mean? So I'm having a little trouble sharing. So if you're in the building, press share for your boy. Hit that like button. We're gonna talk about it, bro. We definitely gonna talk about it. Yo, man, listen, it's early, son. I'm trying to do this before, you know, the day really start. But yeah, we out here. You feel me? Yeah. First thing I want to say is, I'll absolutely be happy to have Donovan Mitchell on this team, man. I want to start off by saying that. I want to start off by saying Donovan Mitchell on this team would be an absolute great thing. But I also want to say at what cost, though? You feel me? Like, I'm not willing to give up everything, or not to say everything, but certain pieces I'm not willing to give up for Donovan Mitchell. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yes, Donovan Mitchell is absolutely a superstar, all-star, whatever bracket you want to put him in. I'm not going to argue that as long as stars attached, right? He's that. You feel me? So, but I don't want to give up the foundation and the core that we built to bring him here, because that makes no sense. That literally puts us back in the same position that we are in now. Blake, was good? Good morning. You already know. Let's talk about it. That actually put us in the same position that we are in now. You feel me? One, we're not giving up. Like, so for instance, when people like myself and other people I see on social media say that they don't want to give up certain players, which would be RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Obi, you feel me, and Grimes, a few other players. We are well aware that Donovan Mitchell is better than all those guys, right? But the message that we're trying to convey is that you don't want to give up the foundation to put him in. You feel me? The foundation that to put him in. Like, you paired Donovan Mitchell up with the core and the foundation that we have now. That moves the needle forward. Trading away all those guys to get Donovan Mitchell doesn't move the needle forward. We'll be in the same position, because then who's he going to play with? Like, I don't care how good you are. I think we've seen over the years, a star player can only take you as far as his supporting cast would allow. I don't care how good you are. You feel me? And I think for a player like Donovan Mitchell, the players that we have on our team is a great supporting cast for him. I think you put Donovan Mitchell in a lineup with Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. We're easily going to the top of the Eastern Conference, like the top half of the Eastern Conference. Like, we're easily a 5-1 team with Donovan Mitchell with the core that we have now. You feel me? So if you asking me what kind of package I would put together to bring Donovan Mitchell here, it would start with Evan, Cam Reddish. Even though I love Cam, I want him to stay in Nick, but yeah, he could go for Donovan and Deuce, and no more than 5 first-round draft picks. I think asking for 8 first-round draft picks for any player that's not top 5 in the NBA is ridiculous. You feel me? It's ridiculous. 8 draft picks for a player that's not a top 5 NBA player. It's ridiculous. And I'm not giving up that much. That's crazy talk. You feel me? And I'm even willing to swap out Derrick Rose for Deuce in the trade package for Donovan. You feel me? Because I could see a possibility that a team might be like, nah, Deuce, like why would we want him? Because in the NBA stage, he hasn't really, done much. We neither has Cam, but Cam's potential is more alluring than what he has done on the court. But yeah, I would even swap out D Rose in that trade scenario. You get rid of 2 of your older guys, you get younger, and you get a star talent. That's fire. You feel me? I like that. You feel me? But as far as giving away the other core guys, IQ, OB, RJ, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Grimes. I'm not doing that because I feel like I'd rather stay the course if it's gonna cost all that. You feel me? I'd rather stay the course and continue to build organically because we've seen if we haven't learned anything from past and present that get that trading away, all your young talent, star chasing never really works. It never really works. So I'd rather stay the course if it's gonna cost me RJ Barrett, OB, and IQ. You feel me? Uh, uh, yeah. I'd rather stay the course. I wouldn't trade those guys. You feel me? But Evan, Cam, and D Rose or Deuce and 5 first rounders, yeah, let's do that. That's what we talk. Fraz was good. You already know the Vibery team Knicks and issues in the building. Press share for your boy. But yeah, that's where I'm going with that. If we can't make a deal there, then it's clip. You feel me? We continue to stay the course, continue to develop our players, continue to draft smart and look for other opportunities to acquire a star player. You feel me? Versus, giving up the farm. I'm not trying to give up as many draft picks as Minnesota did with the amount of players that Minnesota did. That's craziness. You feel me? For Rudy Gobert. I'm not doing all that. I think, again, Donovan Mitchell is a tremendous talent. Absolutely will love him on the Knicks. I think you put him on this team with just giving away the people that I already mentioned. We are easily in the top echelon of the Eastern Conference. I'm saying 5-4. You feel me? I'm saying 5-4 with Donovan Mitchell on this team. But yeah, the price can't be too steep, man. I'm not trying to trade away a player and then have him play with whoever and we be stuck in the same position. And also I want to say too, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not here to argue that today. I'm just looking at what the front office is doing and how the front office is moving, the things that the front office is saying. I don't see them trading away RJ Barrett for Donovan Mitchell. Whether you like it or not, I'm not arguing if it's right or wrong. And I also don't see them trading away Julius Randle for Donovan Mitchell. Again, I'm not here to argue that. People who watch me know where I stand on that situation anyway. But I'm not arguing whether it's right or wrong. We should keep Julius Randle versus trading him for Donovan Mitchell. I'm just commenting on what I believe the front office is going to do, and I don't believe that the front office is going to trade Julius Randle for Donovan Mitchell. I don't see it happening. I also think that him and with the rest of the starting 5 and Donovan Mitchell is going to make a lot of noise in the Eastern Conference. So again, my point is just simply at what cost? Donovan Mitchell coming to this team is dope, but at what cost? And I got confidence in his front office. They've been very frugal and making the right decisions, man, and not, trying to throw everything at one player or trading away the farm for one player. So bro, I mean, yo, this is I wouldn't even say salty, bro. I'll say they're emotional. You feel me? The outcry for Julius Randle being traded is more of an emotional thing than it is based in, common sense and reasoning. You feel me? Purely emotional. But because if you're really paying attention to things that the front office have been saying and how they've been moving with Julius Randle, he's not being traded. But for some strange reason, they continue to, beat the same dead horse and want to give away Julius Randle for a bag of peanuts, even though that makes no sense in itself. You feel me? But it's purely emotional. Bro, yo, Fraz, you gotta get to the point, man, with these long comments, man. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, so that's a fact. Fraz, I'm not going to even post a comment because it's just way too long. Pause. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, that's why I say and Evan, Rose, and Cam. I think that gets us to where we need to be. I'm not exactly sure as far as what we need to, as far as space wise, to get Donovan. I think Evan, Cam, and Rose gets us there. Financially. And again, no more than 5 draft picks. I just don't think trading eight draft picks for somebody that's not a top 5 player in the NBA doesn't make sense to me. You feel me? Like Donovan is a star, but he's not a top. I mean, the three of them together, bro. You heard the three of them together. I think Cam is making like four. That brings, yeah, Cam is making like I think like 4 mil a year, or and Evan is making 17, I believe. That's 20. Derrick Rose is making over 10. That's 30 mil right there together. You heard? Um, but yeah, I think yeah, like I was saying, trading 8 draft first rounders for somebody that's not a top 5 player is crazy. Like I think that Donovan is a star, and he can possibly one day be in like the top 10. You feel me? Uh, but I don't nah. 8 first rounders for somebody that's not a top 5 player is crazy, bro. That is crazy talk. And I'm not doing that. So they need to take the people I just mentioned and no more than 5 first rounders and be happy, bro. That's crazy talk. But yeah, man, as of right now, everything's hearsay, but most people that are quote unquote in the know are saying that, the all likelihoods that the Knicks is going to acquire Donovan. But I hope so. You feel me? For the right price. I just don't want to trade everything for the kid. You feel me? Yep. Silas, shout out to you for the pull up. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that neither. You feel me? Like I would love Donovan on this team, but I wouldn't be mad if we continue to grow organically, versus trading away some people that we've homegrown and showing potential to be solid players in this NBA. I think I think what people fail to understand most of the time, uh, yeah, I think most of the time, people forget that it takes a team to win. And in New York, the fan base is so thirsty for a superstar that they're willing to trade the pieces around that would make that superstar really good, you know. And I think this is another one of those situations where you're seeing fans that's just so thirsty for a superstar that they're willing to trade the supporting cast that would actually help this team flourish if that superstar was to come. You know, I don't want to break up our second unit, so I'm really not going to trade uh IQ and Obi. I think IQ and Obi leading our second unit is we're gonna be one of the best bench teams in the NBA next season. This is my personal opinion. Uh yeah, so so that's my personal opinion. I think Our second unit is going to be one of the best in the NBA next year. So I don't really want to break up that second unit too crazy. You feel me? I'm meaning mostly IQ and Obi, but everybody else is kind of expendable. I want to keep Quentin Grimes as well. You know, I don't want to trade him, but if that's fact, Silas, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to trade Quentin Grimes as well. If I have to make a decision who I'm going to trade between him and Evan, because in my eyes, those two of our best 3-point shooters on the team. Kev was good, Brody. Uh, those two of our best 3-point shooters on the team. And if I had to choose between one of them two, I'm keeping Quentin Grimes because of his defense and he's younger and he has, to me, more of an upside. So I'm gonna keep those guys. You feel me? But other than that, I'd rather stay pat, bro, if it's gonna cost us giving up our core players, man. And I think I think I got a different definition of what a core player is from, a lot of people. When I say core player, I mean like a player that's part of the foundation and the fabric of the team. You feel me? Doesn't necessarily mean that they're a star player or even like the all-star player or not like that. It just means that they're part of the foundation of the team. And I think players like Obi, Quickly, Grimes, Julius, RJ, Mitch, those are core players. You feel me? That's to me what a core is. You feel me? And I'm not really trying to give up none of those guys to bring Donovan here. I think that will actually just kind of like spin the wheels a little bit. It's going and then one thing you also got to remember too is like even with the new additions on the teams and the extensions, we're still after next year, we're still a tremendously financially flexible team. Like, let's not miss that. Jalen Brunson's contract is front loaded. He gets cheaper every year that he's on the team. Same thing with Mitchell Robinson. Next season, we got a lot of contracts that's coming off the books with a team option. Like, so this is not. See what I'm saying, Fraz? Fraz, hear what I'm talking about. You feel me? This is not the end all be all for us. You feel me? We get Donovan Mitchell and then we're going to be ruined for the next 20 years. No, this is not the case. So when you bring over Donovan, you're going to eat up a lot of that cap because his contract is not team friendly and he got quite a few years. So when you bring over Donovan Mitchell, you're immediately saying this is a move that we know that's going to help us win in the future. You feel me? Like this is a move that we know that's going to help us bring a championship to New York because he's going to eat up that salary cap that we have. You feel me? So, and I agree is a possibility that he can help us, make it to the promised land. But at what cost, bro? That's why I feel like it's so important for us to keep the core together. You heard? BJ in the building. What's good, Brody? Tony. Tony was good, Brody. I got Tony in the building. Yeah. BJ in the building. Team Nixon issues heavy in effect right now. You heard? Yeah, Tony. I'm just saying. I know you said you was watching on Twitter, but if you caught on to what I was saying is that I pretty much in summation, I would love to have Donovan here, but I'm just not willing to trade our core. You feel me? I'm really not willing to trade our core for Donovan. Like Donovan, I said Donovan. Donovan. I'm talking when I say the core, I'm talking about the likes of Obi, Quickly, RJ, Julius, Mitch. Well, obviously we not. I'm just throwing names out there. Obviously we're not trading Mitch. We just re-signed him. But those kind of players is not who I'm not trying to trade those guys. You feel me? I'm not trying to trade those guys because when you start trading those guys, you kind of like you're subtracting versus adding. Like that keeps us more in the same place than actually putting us forward. You feel me? If that makes sense, right? So I think personally, the core that we have now, and you add Donovan to that easily makes us, the upper echelons of the Eastern Conference. Easily between 5 through 1. Adding Donovan with a team of Jalen Brunson, RJ, Julius, Mitch, Quickly, Grimes, Obi. You feel me? Like adding him to that kind of a team easily takes us to the top 5 of the Eastern Conference in my eyes. But when you start trading away those pieces, it doesn't really move the needle much. And then what I was just saying was that, Knicks fans need to understand that, without Donovan going after next season, we are still tremendously financially flexible. Jalen Brunson's contract is front loaded. So is Mitchell Robinson's. We got quite a few contracts that are on the team option after this season. My guy Frad said that we 40 plus mil in salary cap after this season. So again, this is not the end all be all for the Knicks. And when you make a trade like for Donovan Mitchell, his contract is not really team friendly. You eat up a lot of that cap. And trading for Donovan is pretty much saying that this is where we are and this is how we're going to try to win it all. You feel me? Like with the core RJ Barrett, Brunson, and Donovan and Julius Randle. That's the core that you feel that, and Mitch. That's the core that you feel that's going to take us to, competing for a championship. And the only way we do this which is compete for a championship, is keeping that core around Donovan Mitchell, not trading it away. Another thing I said earlier, because I'm about to get off this, was, giving up 8 first-round draft picks for somebody that's not a top 5 player in the NBA is madness. You feel me? And all I want the Knicks to do is, just be smart, and which I think they will, because I got faith in this front office, man. They've been very frugal in making, the right and calculated decisions. We've been doing the fleecing, not the other way around. And that's what I'm talking about. Well, Donovan, he has had some injuries, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about it. You feel me? Because he's still young. Like, he's still young and he's still an impact player. He's a tremendous playoff performer. You feel me? And that's something that we're gonna need. Yeah, that's something that we're gonna need. Moving forward. That's something we're gonna need is a killer in the playoffs. You feel me? So Donovan being an addition to this team is dope. Just not willing to trade everybody for him. And again, I repeat, I'm not saying that is right or wrong. I'm not arguing that today. All the people who watch me know exactly where I stand. But get over trading Julius Randle. It's not happening. If you just watch and listen to the front office, watch how the front office been moving with Julius Randle, they're not trading Julius Randle. Not arguing if it's right or wrong. You can feel however you want to feel about that part. But me just commenting on looking at the front office and how they're moving, it's not happening. Get over it. Stop posting it. It's annoying to see. It's not happening. It's not. It's not. They're not going to trade him for even Donovan Mitchell. It's not happening, bro. It's not. It's not. So get over it, please. You feel me? Like, it's annoying. Oh, they're not trading RJ Barrett, dog. They're not trading RJ Barrett. Why would they? Why would they, bro? Why would they? Why would they? It doesn't make sense. You feel me? You're talking about a kid that's 20 years old, average 20 points a game last season. I think he's like 26 and 3 or something like that, right? From your 3 guard position. I mean, your 3 position. 21-year-old, still got tremendous upside. Not even close to his prime. He's not even close to his prime yet. And you're gonna trade him? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Ainge don't want him good. He don't want contracts. Oh, so damn, Tony. So there goes my Evan Fournier offer. There goes my Evan Fournier offer. If he don't want contracts, you feel me? So, damn, I gotta take a look at our contract situation right now to see what we can actually offer that makes sense. You know what I mean? According to what my guy Tony just said, he don't want contracts. Damn, I was offering Evan. I was trying to get Evan up out of here. I mean, not in a bad way, you feel me? Because I like Evan, you know. Because again, like I said about Evan, it's like, yo, he broke the Knicks single season 3-point record, and he did that on a 39% clip. That's nothing to sneeze at, bro. I don't care how you feel about his defense. He produced the way he was supposed to produce for the Knicks last season. Just a little inconsistent, but he produced. I'm trying to pull up these contracts. Yeah. See, right. I like this site. This site is trash. Yeah, I didn't know. Well, that makes sense because Danny Ainge did the same thing uh for the Celtics, I believe. I can't remember. I'm having a morning brain fart right now. I'm still not all the way awoke yet. Uh, yeah. So Cam would be enticing for him because he only this season is the last season on his contract, and it's yeah. But other than that, we got a few guys. Derrick Rose got a team option next year. Yeah, it's not enough money. it's it's not enough money. It's not enough money for the guys that I'm willing to give up. You feel me? Like the guys that I'm willing to give up, it's not enough money. If he don't want contracts, like Evan is the one that would have to be the biggest selling point for us at 18 mil. You feel me? Because Donovan is making how much? I'm imagining Donovan is making like close to 30, right? I have to imagine he making close to 30. Yeah, he's making 30 mil. We were just talking about that, right, Fred? It's my fault, bro. We was literally just talking about that. Well, yeah. So I don't see for the players that I'm willing to, depart with, I don't see enough money to to get him from players I'm willing to part with. I feel like the only way we he's making 30 this year, Kev. He's making 30 this year. By the end of his contract, he'll be making 37. And he got how many more years? Next year, 1, 2, 3, 4 more years on his contract. You feel me? 4 more years on his contract. And he'll be making 37 by the end of it. I don't see the money right now that we need to get from the players that I'm willing to get rid of. You feel me? And the players I'm willing to trade, I don't see the money. And that worries me. That really does worry me when it comes to this situation. Because that means we're going to probably over we're going to trade some people that I like and I want to keep. So then it becomes the argument like out of the people I want to keep, like who am I willing to part with? And I can't even honestly answer that right now, bro. I can't even honestly answer that right now as far as the people out out of the people that I don't want to trade. who I most likely want to give up. I can't even I can't even answer that, bro. Can't even answer that. Yeah, I can't even answer that because the Matt he don't want contracts. But honestly, if he doesn't take the people that I was offering up, then the money won't work for us. You feel me? Like, yeah, the money won't work for us if he doesn't take the people I'm offering up. Because yeah, Kev, I'm starting to see like because at first I'm like I'm not opposed to it. You feel me? I'm not opposed to it. But then the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's not looking real good. It's not looking real good because the only way to me it makes sense for us is Derrick Rose, Evan, and Cam financially. That's the only way it makes sense. Because to be perfectly honest, Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier put us at Devin's salary cap alone, those two players. But then I also imagine that he would want a young player to go to go with it. Like he's just not gonna take on these two older guys. So that's why I throw Cam in there. But it's just not making sense. I mean, Jason. It took me a while because you got Jason DeCosta. That was gave me a little brain freeze. You feel me? But as far as the draft picks go, I'm not giving up more than 5 draft picks for somebody who's not a top 5 player. You feel me? Like, and I think Spider is nice. He's not a top 5 player in his NBA. Giving up 8 first rounders for somebody, which is what was reported, what they were asking for, is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like I like Donovan. I think he's nice, but 8 first rounders for somebody who's not a first, like a top 5 player, is craziness. I'm not doing that. Yeah, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, yeah, I'm not like Grimes. I don't want to trade him. You feel me? I don't want to trade him. And money wise, it won't add up. You feel me? Like if we start giving up like our younger players, the amount of money we would have to trade, amount of players we have to trade to match Donovan's 30, it won't make sense. You feel me? It won't make sense. Like, cause gotta be quite a few young guys, and that doesn't make sense. Like again, Evan and D Rose, that makes sense financially. You feel me? And that makes sense financially. But I don't see them wanting to take that. So I don't know how this works. You feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I got all the answers. I don't. You feel me? That's a fact, Kev. That's a fact, Kev. That's a fact, Kev. Hit that like button for your boy. I don't see how it works. I'm not professing to have all the answers, man. I don't see how it works. I don't see how it works, and we get better. You feel me? Uh, of course, there's a way. We're trading away quite a few young guys to match the money, match with. They probably have to take Evan or D Rose to help it out. But I don't see how trading away all those pieces make us better, right? I don't see how it makes us better trading away all those pieces for one player. Nah. But if they could work out some way where Danny takes Evan and D Rose and 5 first rounders, we be lit. Because the one saving grace with D Rose contract, he has a team option after this season. So if Danny Ainge is looking for, less contract, that is a good contract for him, because it's technically expiring contract. Let me talk about Fraz. Explain what you mean more about the mid level. I'm not following you right now, Brody. Yeah. I don't have all the answers, bro. I thought I had some answers until Tony just hit me with the fact that Danny Ainge doesn't want any contracts, and I'm like, oh, that changes things. Well, but again, I'd rather just stay put, bruh. I'd rather just really stay put. Yo, I'm about to be off this, man. I'm already here longer than I expected to be. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. You are much appreciated. Press share for your boy. Hit the like button. We got a game tonight. Pull up to the spaces, man. The Knicks are issue on Twitter. You know what I mean? The handle is in the bar below me. You heard? So you pull up 7:30. We live on Spaces. We're gonna be talking about the game. We can talk more about this. Your voice could be heard. It's an open discussion. Pull up on us. You heard? Make sure you follow us on Twitter. And if you ain't doing nothing, follow us on Instagram. And if you on Facebook, you already here. You feel me? And if you're on YouTube, you already here. You heard? And we got Twitch. You know what I mean? So follow us on all our platforms. You heard? And I'll see y'all tonight, man. All right, well.